everybody, it's Michelle and welcome to our channel. Today's video is going to be installment 3 of the Wheel Series 29, where it chose the Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette. And as you saw by the thumbnail, I showed you what the palette looks like, and it is this. So today's look, we are going to be using the top row, these 3 shades, then this shade, and this shade, plus a Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. And I do have them all swatched on my arm. You can't really see that top one. The top one is called Natural, then Caramel. Let me grab out my little list. Yep, so the top one is Natural. You can't really see it. Don't mind the infection right there, or the whatever that is. The burn on my wrist. It's fine. I'm fine. So there's Natural, Caramel, Toffee, Hazelnut, Smoky, and that is the Super Shock. I can't pronounce the name of it. It's like Mycelium. That's that one. So those are the shades that I'm going to be putting on my eyeballs today. So let me clean this swatch off before I get it all over my nightgown. Because yes, I'm wearing a nightgown. Today is Monday. I don't know the date. 15th maybe? Something like that. 14th? I think it's the 14th. And I have the day off. So I'm going to film some videos for you today. So there are the swatches one last time. Okay, so let's get started. Of course, we're going to start out with that lightest shade, which is Natural. And we're just putting it on this fluffy brush. It's from AOA Studios. It's the E127 brush. And I'm just going to put it all over the brush. And there is kick up in the pan, but you guys know I don't care about that, as long as the shadow performs. And we are going to put it all over both lids, all the way up to the top by the brow bone. Kind of like we did the last look, only this time both eyes are going to be the same because, well, I said so. Yes, that's what I said. And let me see, what do I want to talk about today? I don't know. My weekend was okay. I work every Saturday, so my weekend is really Sunday, Monday. Unless I have a doctor's appointment, and then I don't really get a weekend. I work Mondays and then end up having Wednesdays off because that's the day my son has off, so that's the day I have a vehicle. Because I don't have my own vehicle at the moment. I had one, but my son got into an accident in it, and I have not had one since then. So I just used my son's car. And then we're going to go into Caramel, and then Toffee, then Hazelnut, and I'm going to see what I'm going to do with Smoky, which is that black shade down there. So we're just going to go in darker every time. Ooh, there's a lot of kick up in this one. But look at that color. So we're going to just tap that. Remember, as you go in darker, you don't really need to clean off the brush. And then I do have a more of a packer brush that I'm going to use for the black shade, just because I'm pretty sure that's just going to be on the outer corner, just to try to deepen it up some. And then of course I'll put the Super Shock in the inner corner. Although the Super Shock, I don't know if it's just old. I mean, it's as old as the other two, or the other one that I used, and I do have another one in there. But I don't know, it took me a couple swipes for it to actually show up on my arm, and I still don't think it showed up all that much. And now I'm going into Toffee, and for Toffee, I think I'm just going to try to color in the blank spots on my lid, like right in here. I'm going to color it in with Toffee. And I am using my magnifying mirror, which is why you don't see me holding this up. I lowered my chair thinking that would help, because every time I film, I bring my chair that I have at my desk for work, I bring that into my room, along with a little TV tray, which today I am getting like a table kind of that I can fold up and take care of when I'm not using it. Now I am going to clean off the brush, even though I am going into a darker shade. I just feel like I need to clean it off. There's a lot of product on it. And I'm going to tap into that natural shade a little bit and just kind of, I don't know, feel like if I tap into a lighter shade, then maybe it'll clean it off. I don't know. Don't mind the hair. I haven't brushed it today. I just have it up in the bun that I slept in, and then put these ears on to pull my flyaways back. Now I'm going into Hazelnut, which is this shade down here. I did start going through my cabinet thing yesterday because evidently with Microsoft now, you can't just pay one time and get Excel. You have to pay an annual subscription. And I'm not paying an annual subscription for something that I barely use. So I went on and found a free spreadsheet through Google. It's just Google Sheets, and I'm re-putting in all of my palettes. So I might film a video today showing the palettes. I'm not sure. That might have to wait until the weekend, because usually when I film my collection videos, I would film them at night at my brother's house, but you all know I'm not there anymore. So technically I could film it whenever I wanted to, but I don't know that I'm going to want to film it today, because I have some other housework stuff I want to get done today. Because after today, I'm on the next 5 days. Okay, so I've got a little bit of that black. I'm just going to add that to the outer corner here. I don't want to add too much because I don't want it to be too smoked out, but you know that when a wheel picks the palette, we do a no palette left behind. Or no, what is it called? No pan left behind, not no palette. The wheel is the no palette left behind because it supposedly, hopefully, will go through and delete, or hide rather, the palettes that it has chosen. I double checked the settings on the wheel, and it is set to hide once it's been chosen, so we'll see if it does. And of course it wouldn't be a video without my eyes watering. Alright, now let's see if this Super Shock works better now. I don't know. I mean, it looks gorgeous on the finger. Okay, so it is working. I was worried I was going to have to throw it out. Ooh, pretty. I think I'm going to have it go all the way over to meet the black. It's not like I don't have enough of it, right? I don't care for the Jelly Much shadows from ColourPop. I don't know if it's just because I didn't use it quick enough, but it feels like the Jelly Much ones kind of dry out really quick. These Super Shocks I've had for probably 2 years, and I feel like they work just fine. Granted, this one doesn't work as well as the other one, and this is from the Raw Beauty Kristi collection, but it's still pretty, I think. Alright, let me put on liner, mascara, and a lip, and I will be right back. Okay, so I'm sitting up higher now, and on my lips, I am wearing the Sephora in Dragon Fruit Sephora lip liner, and I colored in the lips with this color as well. Just because the eye is such a neutral, smoky look, I wanted to add some color. And then over the top, I just went over with this Treslousse, and this is in Lips Bedazzlin', and they do bedazzlin'. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on the Dominique Cosmetics, I don't know why I keep wanting to call it Natasha Denona. The Dominique Cosmetics Transition Palette is staying in my collection because I believe this is going to be a great companion palette when the wheel chooses the Mini Orgy, because the Jeffree Star Mini Orgy is nothing but shimmers. So this is going to come in handy when it pulls that palette to do the wheel, or for the wheel. When the wheel chooses the Mini Orgy palette, this is going to be used in conjunction with it. So, hopefully it doesn't choose it next week, and then we have 2 weeks of nothing but neutral looks, but if it does, it's a crapshoot when you're doing the wheel, and I'm enjoying doing the wheel. Now I have to remember what shelf this was on, because I don't remember. So I'll have to go back into my other phone and figure out which shelf this was in. So, let me know if you like this eye look. I'm liking it. My eyes are watering because the fan is blowing right in my face. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that when I'm filming. As always, guys, please remember to give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already. Ring that notification bell so you're notified of each and every upload. See the tear? Because I'm crying because you're not subscribed. Anyway, as always, guys, please remember, give this we already did that. Be kind to one another and know you are loved, you are appreciated, and you are important. Bye, guys.